This is just the beginning. APLD is only getting started. Mark this video, my friends. APLD could easily be heading upwards of the $15 to $20 range by the end of this year. You heard that right, my friends. You heard that correctly. $15 to $20 range. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing exactly why am I bullish on APLD. What did the news that came out today actually signify so heavily regarding the company's growth projections and much, much more. So without further ado, I'd appreciate if you guys hit the thumbs up button. When you hit the thumbs up button, this video gets shared out to more viewers. More people get to hear about APLD. And that directly helps your shares if you're holding any. Now, let's get digging and let's get talking about APLD. So when it comes to APLD, guys, today APLD had some massive news. What was the news? It was their earnings. It was their freaking earnings, guys. So today APLD announced that they have gone ahead and they have, received, they reported the quarter revenue up 38.1 million, up 41% year over year. The total revenue missed the street consensus estimate of 40 million, but it was still a freaking 40% increase, all right? The company's revenue mainly comes from data center hosting businesses, which operates data centers to provide space for crypto mining customers. The company's 106 megawatts, 180 megawatts facilities in North Dakota were operating at full capacity in the quarter. Well, of course they are, right? Listen, this is a company which surges and goes insane. The demand for this company goes nuts when crypto is going crazy, right? When crypto is going crazy. Now, listen, they did, however, miss this estimate, right? And I think that what you guys need to understand, if you watched my previous video, I asked you guys to close a portion of your portfolio or your position before the earnings, right? If you recall correctly. And you need to understand, right, that earnings can be really tough. They can be really tough, man. I mean, I've seen companies have outstanding earnings. They beat the EPS. They beat the earnings estimates. They beat everything. But a small, tiny portion of the company's, projections is off or something like that. And guess what? The stock is now down 10%, 15%. It's insane. I mean, it is insane, guys. It is insanity. So, for the people that did close a portion of their position, I do want you guys to remember, listen, maybe you did miss out on a little bit of gains. But fundamentally, you did the right thing. And good trading is all about, remember, it's not investing. Because if you're investing, hold your shares, don't watch any YouTube videos, put them in your investment account, and don't watch any APLD videos ever. Literally leave them there. And I'll tell you guys what is the difference between trading and investing. Listen, when you're investing, you are going ahead and you actually have a different timeline. You have a complete different timeline to a trader. If you're someone who is a trader, you're constantly pivoting and changing your mind when it comes to entries and exiting a given ticker. On the other hand, if you're an investor, guess what? You have a complete different timeline. You're planning on selling this ticker for the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever it may be. And that's really good because that gives you peace of mind. Why? Because let's say that you have a plan of selling APLD at a price target of $100 in the next 5 years. Okay, you know what? Very bullish target, realistic. I'll say more optimistic than realistic, okay? But we'll just say it could happen. $100 in the next 5 years, okay? Well, guess what? Let's say that today the company announced bad earnings. You look at your watch. You look at your portfolio, you go, oh no, I'm red. You look at your watch and you go, oh, well, I plan on selling in 4 years and 222 days anyways. So why do I care? Why do I care if it's down today? Heck, I'll just buy more today. On the other hand, if you are a trader, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, over and over again. All right? And earnings is a extremely binary outcome that could really flip things out on your head. It could flip you on your head really quick. That's why you need to lower your risk when you're heading into a binary outcome. So with that said, I want you guys to remember, fundamentally speaking, right? And look, trading is one of those things. I'll tell you guys a thing or two about trading, right? A lot of people, maybe they bought a lot of options, right? Maybe they bought a lot of options before this earnings season, right? For APLD. Well, let me tell you something, man. That's gambling, okay? And whether you like it or not, that's gambling. And here's the thing about trading. Trading is a game of probabilities. Meaning sometimes you could do the right thing and get the wrong results, and sometimes you could do the wrong thing and get the right results. Because even if something has the odds of 99%, out of 100 times, it's still going to fail once. It's still going to fail once. On the other hand, if something has a 99% of rate of failure, it's still going to work out once. Now, I'm not saying buying options on earnings has a 99% failure rate, but I'm just saying that it is a very, very risky approach. And if you're doing so, please, please, please don't use a big portion of your portfolio to gamble on earnings, because that's really what it is, man. It really is gambling. Okay. Now, with that said, as you guys may know, I do have a price projection of I do have a price projection of 200K. Okay, I do have a price projection of 200K for Bitcoin. Okay, 150 to 200K is what I said. 150K to 200K for Bitcoin. And so with that said, I could easily see this ticker heading upwards of $15 to $20 by the end of this year. Now, why do I say by the end of this year and not by the end of this week? What do you mean not by the end of this week? That's because you guys got to understand. Okay, this is a billion-dollar company. Okay, this is a billion-dollar company. It takes a lot of inflow of capital for the stock to go ahead and be able to actually, break above these levels that it's sitting at right now, right? And I think that right now, what's going to probably happen is that the stock's going to establish a new level from this $11 range to this $12.30 range, right? It's going to kind of trade between this range again, right? Between this range until we hear about a new contract or until we hear about further developments that could then cause the stock to go ahead and break above 15 bucks. However, there are some red flags when it comes to APLD. There are some big red flags when it comes to APLD. For example, one of the red flags when it comes to APLD, my friends, is the fact that historically they have been extremely dilutive. Okay, they have been extremely dilutive, APLD. But one of the things that I like a lot about APLD is going to be their institutional ownership. The company is over 60% has institutional ownership. That is wonderful. That is exactly where you want to be, right? You want the big money to side with you. You don't want to be betting against this big money thing. So many people, so many traders have this mindset of screw the hedge funds and blah blah blah, yada yada. Let me tell you something. Unfortunately, we live in a world where big money is always going to win. Whether you like it or not, welcome to capitalism, okay? Big money's going to win, right? You cut the head of the snake, 3 more heads grow out. So if you can't beat them, join them. Look for companies that have a heavy institutional ownership and align your incentives with the big money. That's it. That's it. That's why I've always been bullish on APLD. That's why if you go back to my videos on APLD, I've been telling you guys, hey, go ahead and purchase some, go ahead and purchase some, go ahead and purchase some, right? Now, again, remember, I could be wrong about everything I said. I am far from a perfect trader, my friends. I am far, far from a perfect trader. In fact, when it comes to my, trading statistics, I only have an 80% win rate. Okay, an 80% win rate after 500 trades. Let's go ahead and refresh this and let's Photoshop, yada, yada, right? Month of July, only 2 red days. Month of June, 1 red day. Month of May, 3 red days. Month of April, no red days. Month of March, 1 red day, right? We've been having an absolute killing of a year this year, guys, right? And at the end of the day, 82% win rate, that means 20% of the time I'm wrong. If 20% of the time I'm wrong, what does that mean? If 20% of the time I'm wrong, that means there are 250 trading days. There are 50 days that I'm losing money. There are 50 days where I'm like, I was wrong, I lost money. So what I'm trying to tell you is I could be wrong about APLD. Remember that. Please do your own risk management, do your own research when it comes to APLD. Again, I am bullish on APLD, right? Although I don't suggest buying it at these levels right now because they are a little bit still elevated, okay? If you have a position, hold, right? But just give it some time. Give it some time. Let the markets cool off a little bit, right? Let's see how things develop. Right? And again, for me, APLD is more of an investing stock anyway, so I'll be averaging into it instead of just going ahead and pulling the trigger and buying freaking 500 million shares right off the bat, okay? Anyways, with that said, my friends, I appreciate you guys. One more thing, if you guys want to trade alongside me every single day, receive day trade alerts from me, swing alerts from me, option alerts, and trade alongside me every single day, I have good news for you. Our Discord right now is on sale. It's on sale for the next 10 members that join. They get full access for a 50% discount, okay? We already have over 400 members coming back month after month. Even though we offer a 7-day free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee, we still have over 400 members coming back month after month after month. Why are they coming back? Because they're making money, okay? So give it a shot. The link is in the comment section in the description. And yeah, that's it, okay? We've been making a killing day and let's jump to today, actually. Literally today, we made a killing on SoFi calls. We made a killing on XBP. We had an amazing time. XBP, everyone made a killing on XBP. Yesterday, we made a killing on LiDAR. LiDAR was really good for us. As you guys can see, Rob says, hi, Sam, I joined yesterday. Great Discord, great analysis. Thank you. Right, 56K over here. I'm so glad I joined your group, Sam. Thank you. I'm only moving forward. SMX over here made a killing. LiDAR. Joy says, thank you, Sam. And thank you, Sam and Sean. We've been killing it, man. We've been absolutely killing it. Okay, we've been on fire, and I want to share it with you guys. So give it a shot. Again, Well, I would never tell you guys to do something I wouldn't do. I would try the 7-day free trial. Maybe I wouldn't stay forever. Maybe I would even stay. And you know what? This is the thing about the 30 days money back guarantee is that this is the best part about it. You could cancel on the 29th day and get a full refund. It's the best. There's no questions asked. There's no like, why are you leaving? No, you actually sent 2 messages, so now you don't meet the requirements for a refund. What's up with that? No, we don't do any of that. Okay? You ask for a refund, you get a refund. Anyways, thank you for watching. Happy listening trading. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.